Om Shanti, everyone. Baba has so much love for us. And that love is strength for us. That love is blessings for us. Love as Father, Teacher, Sadguru. So Baba wants to remind us that we have fortune of happiness. Baba says that we also, so our luck is always be happy. Happiness is good for health. Happiness is your prosperity. So Baba gives us so many blessings, right? But we still have to understand one is working. Baba doesn't want that we work hard or make anything difficult, but also not be careless, right? Someone can be saying, okay, I don't want to do it. They don't do much, But then there are some that uh, they have to do it. But Baba says we have to make everything very easy. So we have to understand how do we balance in our life, even for yoga. Or Baba said there should be no tension of attention even. So many different ways Baba wants us to internally feel very, very easy. And some, I think people have that. Yesterday I told someone to do something and I explained, call that person, find out. And it was not something difficult, but immediately said, oh, maybe I can better do this. And I thought, wow, that's better, definitely simpler. So some simplify things, and some complicate things. And all starts from thinking. Their thinking is complicated. The way they speak is complicated. The way they do it looks like complicated also. So everyone look at your life and learn how some are doing and making it very simple. And I think everyone has the ability to do that. But also, as Baba said, not be careless, whether in following Shrimat or inaccuracy, whatever it is, don't be careless. So when we take a thought for the day, a virtue for the day, we will have many, many souls, many circumstances, many situations where there is opportunity to use that and see how it works. Compassion, which has love and kindness, it's very, very beautiful quality. It comforts others, feels your cooperation, support. But it should begin with the self also, right? Do I love myself? Do I have compassion for my own self? So in compassion, you take care. You take care of yourself. And the way you take care of yourself, you will take care of others also. And sometimes we take care of others and one can neglect oneself. But that's not something will be sustainable for a long time. I mean, these aspects have to be really we have to churn, we have to apply, and then see what exactly Baba is saying. Even what he's saying is very simple, but the wisdom, which is whatever is saying, wisdom incognito within that. So that, we look at Brahma Baba's life, was such a balanced life. Those days when we went to Madhuban, it's not we had classes. We didn't have much classes. But just morning only, then night class, and later on maybe. But during day was Karma Yoga, and in the evening was 1 hour tapasya. So it was like a lifestyle. Mm. These days, of course, service is defined differently, but those days service was yagya. Mm. Once in a while, a visitor will come, Baba will say, go talk to that one, or because visitors, tourists used to come, and one or two will drop in, or some families will come. So sometimes it does happen when there is internally any struggle, then it's not easy to be loving and compassionate. But compassionate not only for people, overall the nature. Mm. Like in Buddhist compassion, in Jain religion compassion, everything is expressed in Jain religion. They walk barefoot because insects will be killed when they walking with the slippers or shoes. So their compassion is to an extent, but then it's hard for them, right? Maybe they don't feel it, but when I look at them, many, they from Abu Road, they walk up to Mount Abu, because they don't use vehicles. So they wrap their feet with a lot of cloth because it's difficult, no? Anything can be on the road and can hurt the foot. Or there are many other things they do. In Buddhist religion also, long hours of sadhana, enlightenment. For enlightenment, they just sit for days. Also, they have a way to leave body. When they know they have to leave body, they just sit. And they don't know when the soul left body. It's only when others notice it. So for enlightenment, for salvation, all these aims is so difficult. And comparatively, when we come to Baba, Baba says just renunciation of vices and follow Srimad and remember me. So when heart is compassionate, then it's a natural quality of being a donor or generosity. It's very interesting quality of generosity. You have heard no story which is very common. That Brahma Baba was traveling with father and was thirsty. They couldn't find any well because it was kind of very isolated area. Finally, when they found one, so as soon as Baba reached home, he said uh, to send the money to have in that area many wells for the water so that travelers can get water. Because he was generous. So he shared with the needy ones. And this personal care of Baba was, I feel, generosity of his heart. Because it's a lot of love when we are about to leave Mount Abu. Baba will go up with us at the back and stand there under a tree to say goodbye to us. And it was very emotional scene, right? He stand, even if we have gone, then we keep turning around and say, oh, he's still standing, Baba is still there. Otherwise, if he would have thought of his comfort, he doesn't need to do that. In generosity, there is kind of in love, but also some acts which are of sacrifice. Because sharing is something very important, right? One is okay, I keep distributing. That is another thing. One is at the right time, whosoever, whatever they need, even if you have to share from yours, this only can be done through generosity. One time, Dadi Janki, they were expecting 4 guests. So they cooked for 4. But some or other, some more came and they were 8. So everyone said, will food be enough or not? Will food be enough or not? Daddy said, yes, Brahma Bhojan is always enough. So whatever quantity was there in the pot, she made 8 plates equally put in every plate. And it was enough. I mean, people couldn't get second service, but first serving also was quite full plate. So when there is generosity, you find a way, right? Otherwise, first thing we will say, oh, we didn't know you coming. So they feel that we are short of food. And you know how very subtly, if there is lack of generosity, it can affect the souls. So one time, Bhog was being served in Harmony House. So, you know, there are some souls, they never get to eat that. And so sometimes they like certain things. So in the beginning, like they will come, if they are new, can I get another serving, second serving? So how do you deal with it? So somebody said, no, we don't give second serving, right? But other one said, yeah, as soon as I finish the first serving to everyone, I definitely will give you. Not even said that if it is left. Yes, yes, I will give you. And then there was third person. So one time, you know, new ones, like they feel little bit upset. So one called, that other one called, third, but all 3 got different answers. But one who gave, like, okay, sure, yeah, we will give you, just hold on, let me finish. Those who are standing for the first service. He was very comfortable. So even when, you know, it shows the answer we give, shows our, unlimited generosity of the heart. And that's from where the words emerge. That is, someone said, no, 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 Bhog is never given second time. But sometimes Bhog is left so much, we give second time, right? I know sometimes our pots, less people have come or we have cooked extra. We try to give, know what we will do with all that. So, you know, just think of this attitude of generosity. Even in the words, even in my day-to-day interaction, Some are very loving and generous. They say yes, they are able to provide you, and their face doesn't show that it involves some sacrifice, right? So that's generosity. That is love and care. Our Dari Janki's generosity was, she, as soon as she was gave class and she found it was very deep, write, print it, share it. And you all have seen that how she will get little books printed. Anytime you go, read this book. Please, it's a generosity, isn't it? She doesn't, she doesn't want that money. She feels souls are served so naturally. Their thoughts will come that we must help in Baba's Bandana. As soon as winter comes, she thinks many go to Madhuban, they don't have enough warm clothes. So she will find out which place, and sometimes from Dubai, Punjab, anywhere they get woolen shawls, cardigans, she will get made lot. And she just shares. Anyone is cold, she looks, oh, you don't have cardigan, wear it. And you know how many hearts are pleased and their hearts open and they become generous too. It's a very, I like, it's a beautiful quality. As I say, it's not you just distributing, but you seeing the needs of the souls. And she will, we really I think of her. I know when we go to Madhuban, that won't be there now, it's only memorial. But they have left, these ancestor souls have left such good examples for us. And I feel very fortunate to see, always remember what they did and what can we do. Like since young age or when came India, the global hospital began, I always supported, always. Because there are many needy ones, right? So in everything, whether it is our thoughts, our attitude, our words, our actions, generosity brings lot of blessings. And it comforts one's own heart too, I feel. That I could do something, I can do something, little or big. Right? So have those thoughts, and more you have those thoughts, it becomes your Siddhi, right? So how to be that image of compassion and generosity. If you have compassion, you definitely have generosity. And in Hindi, we call it Punyatma. Generally, it's like charitable souls, but I said it's like who will do charities, one who is generous. All, basically, most of the wealthy, good wealthy people, uh, they always like to give lot in charity. So recently I came to know like India who is number one, two, three, and one who is very incognito, is the richest person for schools, for blind, for like he has such a big fixed crores of rupees that naturally go because how much he will use. I mean, of course, they can keep investing and they do it. It's not their own. So using for humanitarian cause of anything comes out of compassion, comes out of generosity. But some, even whatever little they have, they feel I have not. They share. There are some they keep accumulating. So they look poor because they don't have that habit of sharing, right? Miserness is poverty, isn't it also? If you are miser only for me, but if you whatever little you have, but you also feel like sharing, that generosity makes you feel very, very internally full and rich. Mhm. It could be time, it could be energy, but you generously share everything. So reflect on that, practice, open your heart, your attitude, your words, so you become the image of generosity. Om Shanti.